How did this supervisor perform the reasonable suspicion process? First, he observed the driver, applying the behavioral, appearance, speech, and odors criteria outlined in the regulations. Based on those observations, he removed the driver from duty and moved to a private setting.
Really crazy, I'm telling you.
Lisa, can I talk with you in my office?
Sure, Tom. After I finish this.
That can wait. We need to do this now.
Oh, okay, right now.
Next, he held a conversation that confirmed his observations and confronted Lisa.
I've just been watching you out there. You're not acting like yourself today. Is everything okay?
Never better. I just came through one heck of a storm. It was raining so hard.
I heard you tell the story. Listen, I don't like to do this, but I have to send you for a reasonable suspicion alcohol and drug test.
What?
You're behaving entirely differently than I've ever seen. You seem agitated, a little hyper, and, well, frankly, I can smell alcohol on your breath. Have you been drinking, Lisa? Or using drugs?
Oh, that's just great. Look, Tom, I'm not drunk or on drugs. I had one drink after I finished my delivery. It's no big deal. Heck, after what I've been through in that storm, you should be buying me a drink.
I'll call the test facility and arrange a test for you, and then I'll have Jenny drive you over. You can't drive yourself.
Okay, Tom. I've been having a little trouble at home, and maybe I've got a small problem with drinking. Okay, I'll admit that. Maybe you could put me in touch with the Employee Assistance Program.
Some motor carriers have a policy within the regulations that allows a driver to admit to an alcohol or substance abuse problem and seek help. However, making that admission, as Lisa did in this scenario, did not allow her to escape the reasonable suspicion test. If you observe behavior that rises to the level of reasonable suspicion, you must refer to the driver for testing, even if she admits to a problem when confronted and asks for assistance. Also note that because the driver in this example is female, the supervisor arranged for another female employee to drive Lisa to the testing facility. Best practices indicate that a person of the same gender transport the driver to the testing facility when the driver is ordered to undergo reasonable suspicion testing. Allowing the driver to drive himself or herself is unsafe. And having a person of the opposite gender transport the driver has the potential to complicate the situation. Also note, anyone who is designated to transport a driver to the testing facility must understand the confidential nature of the situation. The goal of reasonable suspicion testing is to identify drivers who are abusing alcohol or using controlled substances and get them off the road. As someone who is designated to supervise drivers, the regulations require you to understand the triggers for this testing. At the same time, under the regulations, testing cannot be arbitrary. To order a test, you must observe appearance, behavior, speech, and odors that indicate the potential use of alcohol and drugs. And you must be able to explain and document your reasons. Your goal should be to strike a balance between protecting the driving public and your motor carrier and protecting the privacy of your drivers. Striking this balance may not be easy, but sadly, every 2 hours, 3 people are killed in alcohol-related highway crashes. It's a frightening thought. Among professional drivers in the motor carrier industry, the numbers are much, much lower, but even one drunk or impaired driver is too many. That's why your role in reasonable suspicion testing is so important.
Hey Dave, you wanted to see me?
Yes, come on in. Have a seat. So I understand your drug test came back negative.
Yeah. It turns out that 2 of my prescription drugs were interacting with some serious side effects. My doc changed the prescriptions, and now I'm doing a lot better.
I'm glad to hear that. That explains why you were having problems.
Yeah, that's right. Before I wasn't getting much sleep, and I couldn't seem to focus on what I was doing. You know, my wife noticed those changes too, but until I took the test, I thought I was just tired. Now I'm doing fine.
So the doctor okayed you to drive?
Yep, I'm okay to drive.
That's good news. We'll get you back on the road tomorrow. You know, it wasn't easy sending you for a test, but we got to follow the regs.
I know.
Not all reasonable suspicion testing has such a favorable outcome. But the most important thing is that drivers who abuse alcohol or use controlled substances are identified and taken off the road. This protects the driving public, your motor carrier, and may even help impaired drivers to get the professional assistance they need. By following the regulations, you not only obey the law, you might just save someone's life.